football fans, it is not hard to find where rivalry battle lines in the state are drawn on a day like today. These two are due to lock up once again, and we can't wait to get it started. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Noles will kick it away to start us off. Let's see what he can do with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Gators offense will start this game off. And guys, this was an interesting, if not confounding, experience to watch last year. We'd seen Florida State's issues all season, but it really felt as if the changing of the guard happened with the way the Gators just dismantled them.
It was a very sloppy game from Florida, too, even though they got the dominant win on the road. And funny, thinking back to that game, David, maybe the play of the year for DJ Lagway. Do you remember that time he threw the D lineman off him that was going to get a sack, was able to run to the right, find a completion? That was big man strength by a young true freshman quarterback, and a big reason why I know Gator fans are excited for this one.
Yeah, and these two teams couldn't have had more opposite seasons. Both started really struggled out the gates, but Florida really turned it around, and you could feel the momentum going the other direction. Florida State, they flat jumped off a cliff. I mean, it was awful. They ended up having more inches of snow in their stadium than they did wins a year ago. This rivalry means something. We got to get the best out of Florida State.
On the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. This rivalry only dates back to the late 50s, but what it might lack in long-term history, it more than makes up for in disdain, guys.
And historically, this game really has meant a lot. You go back to the 90s, this was basically a de facto national championship game before the championship game. Remember, they played twice back in 1996, the year Danny Wuerffel won the Heisman Trophy, so this game always means a lot.
The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
And the Gators kept this drive moving on the ground, not back to work. Looking for space, it's Daniels. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last one.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're setting the tone on this opening drive. 10th play coming here on third and short. Got it in the middle, it's Wilson. The chains will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground. And to the end zone, and they'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Florida!
bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
Out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Florida State Seminoles offense has its first opportunity of the day. I know Bo Nix has the single-season completion record, but this guy may make a... if he has many more games like the last one, David.
It was crazy. I mean, it was interesting to watch, man. Just in a rhythm, not fooled, like just so confident, knew his answers to the test before the questions were even asked. And defensively, that presents a huge challenge. And Jesse, how do you want to attack him? Because something has to change after that last game we saw.
Yeah, I think one of the big keys for him having that kind of day and that kind of accuracy was his offensive line gave him a lot of time to survey the field and throw them. So if you're on defense here, you've got to find a way to disrupt his rhythm. You've got to be able to get pressure on him. You don't necessarily have to get him to the ground and sack him, but the ball has got to come out early. You cannot let him sit back there.
There he goes! They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down.
Well, he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. To the ground with the back. Jukes his way for more. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. They'll give it to him again. Still on his feet at the 45. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Gators, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll try the run. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Motion from the wideout. Reads it, fires complete. It's a single, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Gator!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They scored fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here and make something happen on this side of the football.
The back moving. Back to throw. It's Castellanos. Flips it out in the flat. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They'll throw on third and short. Got it behind the line. It's Robinson. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
You knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go faster, seeing it here.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Caught in the backfield, it's White. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. The Seminoles come to the line in the hurry-up. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Pittman. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Seminoles decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Finds his tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
He'll pull it down. A solid pickup there. Works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, a new set of problems for this defense.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there. Getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
Oh, he's got some space. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop it. It'll be 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Lagway. With the catch, it's Daniels. Open space at the 25. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. Caught behind the line. It's Clark. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
The Sweet Feet buy a little time. Touchdown, Florida! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half with the home team.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quarterback moving. Got room at the 35. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. Wants to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Robinson. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Noles in the hurry-up. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Seminoles will punt it away on 4th down. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. On the move, it's Ball. Got the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line. They'll have it 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Turning it on. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Got a man, it's Hawkins. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. They'll try to get it in with the run. Beck's going for the goal line. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Gator! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the 1st half. This has been all home team.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
Well, you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the 2nd half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up with the 28.
This quarterback has to know he's got to get rid of the football quickly. This defense is already shown on film, but they'll rush this outside linebacker off the edge and make the count 5 on their pass rush. But with his speed, his flexibility, he's too much for a lot of these offensive linemen to handle.
And he make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellows, in a rivalry filled with magical moments, even more here today between the Gators and Noles.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Got blown out in the 1st half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the 3rd quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some Nice play there.
Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Got his man quickly. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. And the Seminoles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Breaks into the open. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
And a nice job slipping in the screen. Like, you got to know the situation when those pass rushers, Palmer, are going to come up field, and those situations when you can take advantage of the defense.
Yeah, I would love a David Pollock just running at me free and then finding a way to negotiate the throw around a guy who just knew he was going to be getting a sack. That feels so good. Complete the screen and keep the drive alive.
The give on the inside. Hard running there. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Castellanos. A strike downfield. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. And the Noles will punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And he'd hoped to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room, because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. He wants to change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Catch in the middle. It's Sturdivant at the 45 on its way. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has him across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Got his man down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. The Gators are marching down the field. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Fires toward the end zone. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They'll bring him down right at the 20-yard line, and a 4th down looms, and decision time for this offense. On fourth down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. He's got it. First down and more. Touchdown, Florida. And they add 6 more to the Moorhead trip to the house. And the Gators have chomped down, and they put a little distance between themselves and the Noles.
You know, both of these teams always have lots of speed, but it's the Gators. They look like the faster team pulling away here in the second half. Big plays offensively, and their defense is really flying around.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Give to the running back. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. The Seminoles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Off play action. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And the Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. We've reached a break. It's Florida with the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. To the air, it's Glenn. Fires to the big fella. Still on his feet at the 45. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
You got to give this defense tons of credit because they have been lights out. They have not allowed a single point so far, and a big reason why is how well they're playing on the back end. They came into this game knowing the offense was going to try to throw the football, but they're not giving anything up, and another great job that time in coverage.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Daniels. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Makes the grab. It's Wilson. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. The Gators will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They're trying to slam it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And on that situation on the 1 yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Absolutely perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Looking to pass. It's Glenn. Buys a little extra time. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
These are the plays that don't show up in the stat books, right? Like a great job. Look at him. He does an awesome job. Instead of taking the sack, clearly wanted to throw the football, scrambles around, gets some positive yards. It doesn't go down as a huge gain, but these are the plays that get you W's.
The Noles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
And the punter pulling out his pitching wedge on that. Look at the spin on this ball. It just died. As soon as it hit the ground, beautiful job.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll leave it with him. There he goes. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now from their own 20-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got a man. It's Clark. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And the Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Motion from the wide receiver. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Sturdivant. Back midfield, he's got room. There he goes down the right side.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Florida State, 0.
He'll bring it out. It's Gibson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line.
First and 10.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Glenn. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. Oh, a lot of space. Running inside the 20. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. It can get a little heated, and it did in this Sunshine State showdown, but it couldn't stop the boys from old Florida from stealing the headlines in this one. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.